out Rook though for that Dearness Johnson, because I thought he was gonna shine, but he shined even more than I thought.
Yeah, big time. I went and scooped him up too because ain't nobody had him. I said, okay, appreciate it.
Try to get him.
Ran all over Dallas's defense last year when they needed him. That offensive line is vicious, but he's a really good back sitting down behind two really great backs.
I spit it how I live it, so these lyrics be so vivid. You can feel it in your spirit. Middle finger to the critics. This is strictly business, so you toying with my digits. So make doctors come and visit till they running out of stitches, huh? Don't test me, boy. The results might be too deadly. I'm Pesci, boy. Head and don't take much to tempt me. It's heavy noise. If I got a cock to send me, I'm playing coy. If I say I don't impress me, cause I be zoning like Twilight, trying to live the high life, catch it like Wi-Fi.
You already know what it is. I'm here. Rook's here. Ryan's here. Kenny's here. You see the new intro? You seen the fire? You know what I'm saying? My man Miles did that. I mean, we here now. We official. We're gonna be here every season, whether we play fantasy or not. We got you. I wish somebody would have told me to play Joe Burrow instead of Sam Darnold, but that didn't work out for me.
No one could have told you that.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
Word, yo. You saw what the defense did to Justin Herbert? No one could have told you that.
That's why I was like, okay, so this is why even we might get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we said it's our opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking with us, you know what I'm saying? You have no idea or you on the fence, come here and we'll try to get you right.
Chance is so mad that even though he already had 25 acquisitions, he still dropped Sam Darnold. I was like, damn. Yo, he almost at the max. He still made the move. I was like, that's crazy.
Yo, he's starting next week. You know that, right?
I don't care.
He
ain't starting. I looked at the, we don't know who's talking now. I looked at the thing and I was like, okay, cool. So Ravens killed Justin Herbert. So there's no way in the world Burrow gonna eat. So it was Darnold versus the Giants.
As long as Chase going down that field, he's a problem.
That's all I see. Because I was like, okay, Darnold got the Giants. That should be easy money. And then, long and behold, I don't know who the hell. Well, I knew who Darnold was. Darnold is who Jets is Rook who's wearing, because that's who he is.
Hey, this is a test of Verdi, baby. All right, don't forget that Monday Night Miracle against them same Miami Dolphins. All right, this test of Verdi. He went to the U.
Yeah. Every time somebody went to the U get to play against us, they ball out. Everybody, somebody from Dade County or Bragg get to come to Miami-Dade County to play again, Dolphin Stadium, they ball out. I'm telling you, bro, it is suffering, bro. Every time Lamar get down here, he slaughter us.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you now. If you ain't drop Darnold, drop him. I told you last week to drop him, and if you didn't listen to me and you played him like I did, you see why you're supposed to drop him.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't have a quarterback. My man only got me 2.96 points. So it couldn't have been any worse if I didn't have a quarterback. It'd have been all right.
On that same note, as soon as you dropped Darnold, was the time I went to go pick up the Bengals because it's the week for that. I had to watch the football team.
Patrick Mahomes did for me last week. He gave me 8 points. I'm gonna have to call Shannon Sharp and ask what's up with his homeboy, son.
That's a good segue. So Rook, being in that position, would you sell Patrick Mahomes high or ride it out?
Nah, you gotta ride this wave, son. You ain't that's lightning in the bottle still to this very moment. You gotta ride this wave.
You guys agree?
No. I'm not gonna argue against that, but it also depends who else is your quarterback. Like, who's your backup? It depends on how high, because a lot of people, I've seen this like 3 years in a row now. Patrick Mahomes their first pick. I'm not picking no quarterback the first pick, but I've seen it. So if Patrick Mahomes is your first pick because you decided that's what you wanted because he's lightning the ball like Rook say, then that probably means your next quarterback isn't too good. So you probably got to ride this wave. But if you got him like the third or fourth round, you got another decent quarterback because that's just how your draft shaped out. Also, I mean, I realized this on my way home today. We talk a lot about this week to week fantasy, but there's those people, they're not doing it all season long. So if that's the case, Patrick Mahomes price I think dropped this week on DraftKings. If that's the case, I I still grab him. Now it's even better because you could have a better team around him. Because you know that week to week, that DraftKings is different. You're working with that budget.
I will say he got the Giants this week, and Jabril Peppers is out for the season. Man, I don't think the Giants win 2 weeks in a row.
Man. Might sneak one in on you.
Hey, as long as it's not in December when they play my Cowboys, man, I'm good.
Here we go.
Right, you agree though? Would you ride it out? Would you say hi?
I'm like Kenny. It all depends on who you got, you know, for a backup. You know, if Mahomes all you got, then you know I ride with. But you know, you still got.
Wentz.
Y'all about to say the same thing because I picked up Carson Wentz last week. He helped me win out this week. So you know, if Carson's still out there, I still go pick him up.
I don't think he should be out there right now. He's had what, 2 good games?
Yeah.
What?
I'm about to say, and look, and Carson Wentz had a bad game this past week because it was like a monsoon out there, so he could barely hold the ball, and his people couldn't catch the ball. So I can only imagine what his points would have been like last week if the rain wasn't the way it was out there. If they weren't swimming while they were playing.
Fact.
He still scored in the air and on the ground.
And on the ground.
All right, so let me ask another question for those that are watching this that might have this question in the back of their mind. What do you do with Deshaun Watson if he's out there in the waivers? Do you fuck around, put him on the bench, or
Leave him?
don't touch him?
I don't touch him.
In one of the leagues I was in, they were talking about that. When the trade rumors started picking up, 60,000 people picked up Deshaun Watson last week. Like, not this last week. Like, it's wild. I wouldn't touch that because again, with Dolphins talking, this Panthers picking up steam, but I'm not really sure how much we trade down on coming in. It's November 2nd, right around the corner. I just don't see the deal getting done. I forgot they said one other team was in the mix, but again, I don't see it happening. I don't see it getting done in time. So I don't know. I wouldn't do it unless you got
no other team is in the mix now because the Eagles dropped out, and it was the Eagles and the Dolphins in a head-to-head.
There you go.
So it's Dolphins front runners, and he still hasn't been given his suspension yet. You have no idea how many games he's going to miss. So if you're talking about for this season, no Deshaun Watson at all. If you're talking about for next season, well, plan ahead if you like. You know,
we'll see what happens.
2021 is a wrap.
Yeah.
All right, so Dawson Knox don't look like he's gonna be back no time soon.
Yeah.
Broke a bone in his hand. He a real tough Midwest boy, man. I don't know. They have him as doubtful. He's talking about probably trying to practice after the surgery because they got a bye week.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, he's still trying to play. I think he'll be back, but you know, when don't know. We see all that little hand thing. You got to catch. You got to use them things. So I mean, it's kind of tricky there.
Yeah,
depends on which bone too. But they got Super Bowl aspirations. So I don't know. I think at some point, if not the very next week, he'll be back though.
Yeah. So if you have him like me, go ahead and put him in the IR.
Mm-hmm.
The only dude I got right now is Higbee, Rams tight end. He did all right. I mean, he's been consistent with at least 7 points a week.
He got some hit or misses.
And look, I'm gonna tell you somebody that's gonna come. Hopefully, he'd start doing something. But my boy from Notre Dame, the Rook, I can't even say his name, from the Steelers. Ben Light tight ends.
Okay.
So,
okay, I know.
Ben Light tight ends. So I see him starting to pick up too. Was it free?
Like Chase Claypool. All right.
Oh, Claypool. Look, with Juju sitting down, everybody that wasn't really getting the ball is really about to start spread. Chase about to get the ball. James Washington about to get the ball. Whoever else is out there, Hines gonna be. Harris is gonna be all over the place anyway. There's Le'Veon Bell.
Go ahead, Rook.
2.0.
Yeah. So you know who else is on the waiver wire? I'm trying to pick up though, low key. But you guys already probably saw it, and you're probably gonna mess it up for me. Zach Ertz.
Well, in our league, I don't need to touch Zach Ertz. I'm pretty good at the tight end position, sir. But I did say a week ago to pick up Zach Ertz because in another league, I got Zach Ertz. He was traded to the Cardinals, picked up Zach Ertz, got into the end zone for me, pick up Zach Ertz, but also if I'm correct, Kenny, you're ahead of Chance in the rankings, right?
Yeah.
Ryan, you too?
Ryan's not in.
Yeah,
Not
not
in?
in there.
All right. So Chance, we can't mess with you on that because we're ahead of you in the rankings. So you got first dibs on him, even if you want to.
Tough league right now.
But
you know what's crazy is what's that?
This is Callow, son. And I'm not a big fan of CBD stuff, but this hemp infused seltzer right here gives you the Aaron Rodgers. RELAX.
Relax.
I want to let you know that we're not sponsored by these people, so I have no idea why you're giving free promo. But all right.
I'm gonna throw it out there, son. They gonna holler at us, B.
All right, cool. This is gonna do views. We're gonna get that sponsorship. That's what's up. But yeah, I almost won too. That's the crazy thing. Had I put Burrow instead of Darnold or anybody else besides Darnold, I would have actually won with all my backups since all my teams were on bye. So if you guys feel the pain that I feel watching this, all your people should be back from bye. So you should be able to rejoice a little bit and be a little happier.
Unless you got a Ravens or a Raiders player.
Ooh.
But I don't think besides Waller on the Raiders and obviously Lamar Jackson on the Ravens, I'm not sure how many high profile players as far as pictures. Hollywood Brown's a good player, but streaky fantasy player. So those are 2 bye weeks this week. But another pickup that I got.
Yo, Kenny, hello.
What's up?
You got your mic covered? Pause.
Nah. What? Yeah, it was.
You're a little muffled.
So that thing
Damn. I don't feel like Mike Williams, wide receiver of the Los Angeles Chargers, should start this week. I could be wrong, but I don't feel like he should start.
You think it's gonna be a bust this week?
I hear me clear now?
Yeah, you're good now.
I mean, the way the Ravens played them and pretty much took him out of the game plan, they had a bye week and everything, but Belichick got time to look into this and see what they did against that offense. Second-year quarterback in Justin Herbert. I think it's going to be back-to-back rough weeks for the Chargers offense.
All right, Kenny, how you picked up?
Yeah, so Ryan Tannehill, I told y'all a couple weeks ago, pick him up. He had his second highest scoring week when I told y'all to. If you still haven't done it, he had his highest week against the Colts. So playing the Colts again, it was not a fluke. Get him, especially depending on where you are on the waivers. That might be your quarterback solution if you like Chance and you're dropping Sam Darnold.
First off, I had him. I let him go a long time ago. I'm fine with Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. I'll be all right.
I mean, you had 3 quarterbers. Everybody don't have that. We asked you that second week of the season why you had 3 quarterbacks anyway.
I don't know why y'all was in my Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? But you messed up because you could have put me in a bad situation, which would have sealed the deal for my fantasy year. I try to give you Joe Burrow for OBJ.
Yeah, you'd have been cooked if
OBJ, and you let that bitch sit there.
Hey, I was not strong at the receiver position. I could have just dropped OBJ at the time.
I took that back, and that's cool. I appreciate that. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a friend.
So if you're not like Chance giving yourself the hardest of choices by giving yourself 3 quarterbacks, 2 who ended up on fire at the same time, then Tannehill might be your week for that.
Boom or bust? Who boomed this week? Like who? Pick one. Who boomed this week for y'all? I'll go first because I was telling you to sell high on Mike Evans because we never know when he gonna do what he gonna do, and he sure boomed. He even gave away the 600 ball.
Yeah.
I think that was an easy boom last week. Because who didn't play last week, guys? Which 2 guys that Tom Brady loves did not play last week?
Gronk and AB.
Up. Go to the 6'5", 230-pound receiver that runs a 4.5. Go to him.
But I'm say, look, his boy got some catches too.
Yeah, but to be honest, I thought he was going to give it to Godwin the whole time and Fournette because he just loves Fournette. I don't know what that is.
Well, he's a safety blanket guy. He's always loved coming out of the backfield to his running backs.
You know what's crazy? I don't. This is a whole different type of saying fantasy football thing for y'all. You know what I mean? We don't just do numbers. We have conversations too. So you know what I'm saying? This is what we do. But what you call it? If y'all noticed in our league, I don't know if y'all did, but I think the week 2 or week 3, Fournette was still there. And I was on the fence. I was like, should I pick him up? Should I not pick him up? But that's before I made the trade to get Eckler. I was like, should I get him? If I would have got Fournette, I would have been smooth sailing.
I would have knew Saquon was going to be this injured. Jesus, man, it's killing me.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I didn't touch Fournette, because to me, injury prone. I ain't know if he was going to make it.
Who's injury prone?
Fournette.
No, he's not. Them games he missed in Jacksonville was suspensions because Coughlin was running that show all the way wrong. And then the game that he missed last year, he didn't even miss. He was a healthy scratch. All right, Bruce Arians and him had a conversation. He was like, yo, it might go that way sometimes. Sometimes you might not play. You might not be in the game plan. And he felt the type of way. Outside of that, nope.
Okay. But then he's unreliable.
But that man's a whole horse.
Yeah, that's for sure. Trust me. Look, I rode with the Tide, so I remember what he did at LSU to us. So I already know. So I already know. But
the Tide still stopped that though.
So I changed that. So he's not injury prone. To me, he was unreliable.
With that being said,
True that.
If for some reason Fournette is in the waivers, which he should not be,
no, he's not.
You need to scoop him up. And if
not even having that discussion.
And if you got
Judy
Jones, what'd you say?
Jared Judy coming back for dinner.
Oh yeah.
He on my injury reserve list right now, but he's on the road to recovery.
I'm hearing we'll see what happens. He's supposed to be strapping up this week.
I'm gonna be loaded as hell at wide receiver next week.
If you need another one, the Giants might start playing Danny Dimes at receiver. Sheesh.
I want to shout out the new addition, Ryan, because I don't know who he know, but he be forever in the group chat talking about such and such is off, such and such is back, such and such getting traded, such and such hurt, such and such suspended.
Man, look,
his Bleacher Report be going off.
What?
We taking this stuff serious.
So there you go.
Find some time.
But I give y'all my boom. Who's y'all boom, Rook?
But last week, screw last week.
All right, let's go to this week. Who's your boom this week?
I had Mike Evans in 2 leagues. That's great. Thank you. I won 2 out of 3 leagues. That's also great. Thank you. But we about this week. All right, I'm with my man Broadway Joe. He said we don't care about this season, so we're already looking in the next season. So we going boom, Cooper Kupp. Oh man, the Rams gonna play Houston.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is good.
Yeah, he's showing up.
I feel like every week we say who playing Houston.
Yep, I know I do. I look. I'm trying to see if I got somebody to put in the rotation.
Houston and the Jets.
Tragic.
Oh man, got to beat up on somebody.
Kenny, who's your boom?
From last week, called it right. Rick was doubting me, but Pittman Jr., baby, he came through.
Yeah,
came through for me. I needed that because
I'm the one that said that boy better than his daddy. We can go.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that, but when I say he was gonna boom, he was like, might not be the week. It was the week. So that was my boom from last week. From this week coming up, playing against the same defense, Allen Robinson. This time, this man showed up this season because where he been at? I know Justin Fields, he's working his way into the team, and I already trust Nagy like that. But if you're talking about a reliable receiver, we're talking about force feeding the ball too much, on the first episode. You don't got to force Allen Robinson the ball. He going to get open. And the 49ers defense is not looking like it's not normally making his plays, but he's not there every play. So I think it's Allen Robinson week to shine.
What was your boom for last week and boom this week?
DJ was my boom last week. Appreciate that, Rook. Because I went ahead and scooped him up. So yeah, he did big things for me. He started me all right. My Thursday night. Y'all talk trash about my Thursday night pick. Like, he did me right Thursday night though.
What, DJ Moore?
No, Dearness Johnson.
How about
Dearness Johnson. No. I don't talk Panther. I don't talk Panther offense unless it's Hubbard. The only person you're gonna hear me name on the Panthers offense is Hubbard. That's it. That's it. But yeah, he was my boom last week. This week I got my Bills back, so you know I'm Allen and I'm gonna throw Moss in there too because he got him and Moss seem like they got a little chemistry going. He like them back there in the backfield.
Word, and he's stealing all the red zone touches. I told Chance that shit early in the season. He's stealing the red zone touches from Darryl.
Check this out. My boom was Mike. Mike Evans, obviously. I'm gonna tell you what my boom this week is, but on what y'all just said about Moss, some of y'all shady in our league because I had to let Moss go due to all my buys and due to all my situations. I had to let Moss go, hoping to scoop him back up in the next week. My man's is packed and going to whoever scooped him up.
Yeah,
it ain't me.
Our waiver is active. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That might be one of the most active leagues I ever been in. Like you think, okay, I'm gonna go scoop this up. Nah, son.
I can tell you, I have 25.
I'm gonna tell you now, to be in my league and drop somebody I want. I'll be up as soon as the waiver wire open.
Word, I got my alert on, son.
Back at his shoes.
All right, so my boom this week is gonna be Joe Burrow against the Jets.
Yeah.
Safe pick.
I got
Pretty safe pick.
Pick the Bengals against the Jets. Offense or defense?
Okay.
I picked up that Bengals defense in 2 leagues. Soon this morning. Nope, week over.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bengals defense come, they come into play.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna lie. Who was the Jets backup quarterback? Oh, they went and got Flacco, right?
A guy by the name of
Flacco
Mike
coming.
White.
Oh, wait, they went and got Flacco.
Yeah, but Flacco's not playing. Mike White's playing.
When Flacco play, does he really play? Does Flacco really play?
No.
I told y'all in the group chat, Flacco is like Fitzpatrick. If you don't expect much from him, he be going off. Once you start to get expectations for Flacco or Fitz, it's a wrap.
I'm gonna give Fitzmagic a little bit more respect than Flacco for one reason. That dude will give you a hot half season. Joe won't.
Joe needs you to give him the playoffs, and then he turn on.
Oh, you can't pick Joe Flacco in my league because you get penalized for interceptions.
Facts, yes, we do. Heavily.
We do. I believe in that.
So with the defense, I can't make any moves due to my big history on waiver wire pickup. So you know what I'm saying, I'm stuck with Cleveland, but I don't think Cleveland versus Pittsburgh is gonna be that bad. It should be decent.
I'm gonna be honest. The way Cleveland defense been playing Pittsburgh, they might give him a little issue. Like I said, Harris doing this thing, Juju, but like I said, but Ben can't move like he wants to in the pocket. You get the ball as long as he got enough time, but Cleveland defense been playing the hell out of Steelers just the past couple of years. So as long as Harris still out there, it's gonna be an issue.
Oh yeah.
So they might give you a little bit more. Because right now you really don't know what the Steelers are gonna give you because I think they're trying to figure it out themselves.
Rook, who's your bust?
My best what?
Who's your bust? Who you sitting on the bench?
Oh, shit, everybody. Chris Godwin sitting on the bench for me. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but if you got other receivers, like I have other receivers that I can lean on a little bit more for some consistency, then yeah, you gotta sit Chris Godwin. I was gonna say though, the Bengals defense is available for some strange reason in a lot of leagues.
You don't believe in
why? If they're playing the Jets.
They ain't watched it. They ain't watched this yet. They watched it last week and this week. They know what's up.
And they're playing against a guy who's going to have his first start in the NFL. 3 years into the league? His first start. He spent most of his career on the practice squad in Dallas, and then he's the backup in New York. I don't know, but he shouldn't be there.
I picked them up in 2 leagues. Only reason I didn't pick them up in our league is because I got the Rams playing Houston. I'm gonna stay with what I got because they play in Houston. But the funny thing is, so when I went to go pick him up, there wasn't picking a lot of steam on there. I was like, okay, maybe y'all don't know who they playing this week. Y'all they need to come listen to us because they wasn't ready. Nobody picking them up. But my bus for the week is gonna come down to Sunday at 4:20 when I decide who I'm playing at running back because Saquon don't play till Monday. He might be questionable. But am I really gonna drop Melvin Gordon? Jonathan Taylor, he locked in. He's not moving. But Melvin Gordon playing against Washington, it's gonna be a 420 decision because they play at 425 and the Giants play on Monday night. So
man, he's playing time.
Hopefully I get some news. If he's healthy, I'm assuming he's gonna play. And he's gonna play, he's gonna have to make up for how he's been playing all season. But if you're not, I'll ride with Melvin Gordon, 12 projected points. He always over his projections, so I'm with it.
I'm terrified, but I'm starting DeAndre Swift.
Oh, he on the bench in one of my leagues for me. That man is inconsistent. I'll tell you that much.
The Lions are inconsistent because he got all the goddamn talent, all of it.
Yeah,
I had one hell of a game last week.
I'm about to say when he go off, he go off.
Yeah.
Ryan, who you sitting?
Shoot, man. Until I know what's going on, man. Honest, as far as my receivers and everything, because I'm kind of hated in my league because I gotta add some running backs. So it only got the necessity as far as receivers. So really, as far as my receivers, the cats that I got, they still staying in. I really ain't sitting nobody this week because I don't have anybody on the bye besides Andrews at tight end, so I'm gonna have to pick up somebody for him. Other than that, everybody's still rocking. I'm not gonna put Ty in because until I know how he playing, so he ain't gonna touch the field. Sutton, I'm iffy about Sutton because if Judy coming back, Judy might end up getting all them touches instead of him. So but other than that, I'm rocking with everybody else I got. So
I'm gonna tell you about two tight ends then. One is Ricky Seals-Jones. He gonna get looks. The other is Mo Alley Cox, and I hate him because he don't get a lot of touches. But in the last 4 weeks, he got 4 touchdowns on the most minimal of targets. Tight end's always open in the red zone, and he seems to be in the red zone at the right time.
At the right time, right.
You got 1 catch for a touchdown on 3 targets on like back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, speaking of 4 weeks looking good, I do have Emmanuel Sanders, so he will be starting against Miami. He seems to be going off, so I would expect that trend to continue. I am on the fence about CeeDee Lamb against the Vikings.
No, you start him. Start him. He raped the Vikings last year.
I mean, start him. I'm going off by this year.
Good, start him.
I mean, I'm going by what Rook had told me like week 2, because this is why Rook is on the squad. I'm saying to give you stuff that you may not know. I told you I'm a moderator. I don't know shit like that. But he says if you have Mike Evans, you have CeeDee Lamb, you start him every week unless it's crazy. So that's why CeeDee Lamb's probably going to stay in rotation. But I'm just questioning, like I said.
You were talking about trading him earlier. I remember that.
Oh, I was going to sell him high now. But that's before I got Eckler too, though. Now I'm good. But yeah, so if you have Emmanuel Sanders, I would definitely either start him or flex him because he's definitely. Yeah,
you got to start Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, because he's on fire right now.
Also got to start Chuba Hubbard because how could I forget? The dude's playing against Atlanta. Man, since the Super Bowl, how the mighty have fallen. Damn.
They started falling in the Super Bowl though in their defense. So
they what?
They started falling in the Super Bowl in their defense. So
all right, well,
they didn't even wait till the Super Bowl ended.
Then fine. From the second half of the Super Bowl till now, they fell off a huge cliff.
I mean, they were tripping all last season anyway, so eventually they were going to fall on their face.
This is true.
Straight up in the mud. All right, run all through them dudes, which you should do. Be wary with the Dearness Johnson this week because you got to follow what's going on with my man Chubb. If Chubb is active, they're going to split the touches. It doesn't mean not to play Dearness if you have like any running back issues or inconsistencies, because Cleveland's going to lean heavily on the run. That's what they do. That's why they have 2 backs all the time. So that just means Dearness is the second back.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh going to give it to you. Whoever the running back is for them, they're going to get yards. First, second, third string, they're going to get yards.
No, those are the booms.
We end with the quick boom bust. It was a little longer this time. Ryan getting the flow.
Yeah.
But this week should be right. I mean, it should be no brainers this week. We're here to help you out, but it should be no brainers. If all your people back, you already know what they can do. They should be starting. Unless it's a crazy matchup, they should be starting. Unless you're one of those people that happen to have like Dawson Knox and got hurt and you're struggling to find somebody, do what you gotta do. If you got Sam Darnold, drop his ass.
Yeah, quick.
Bro, you got the whole record still mad.
Yeah, so I'm mad because he's my quarterback. I'm mad because he made me lose, and he's my Carolina Panthers quarterback. That's why I'm mad. I'm very mad. We need to get rid of him. I'll call Cam back.
Draft Dolphins players.
I don't care.
I don't need double pain. Losing
Tell
is
him why you
enough.
mad, son.
What?
Yeah. Drop Darnold. Don't pick him up next year.
Damn.
Don't pick him up next year.
If with somebody next year.
His career's over. He's done. That's it. He ain't come back.
Bro.
That's cooking this man.
He ain't come back.
Hold up. Who needs a tight end right now?
I do.
CJ Uzoma.
No, he been.
Oh, what a week.
But he do be getting hurt too. That's why I kind of was on the fence with him.
Hey man, he another dude that's high octane on limited touches.
That's facts.
It is fact.
But that Ertz is available.
No,
He's available, Chance. Go get him.
I'm like Ryan. As soon as waivers was available, I went to go get him. So we
all right. Remember I said Zach Ertz.
We did
last week.
Yeah.
No, I was only questioning because he was still on Philly. And
no, he got traded.
No, I know. I'm saying when you told me he was on Philly and they were showing the other dude more love. They only played it. They only played him because Buddy had COVID. So
all right. So all right, we're going through a little bit of technical difficulties here. Last week I said he's a Cardinal now. I said he's with the number one team in the NFL, and they needed a damn tight end. They got a damn good one. Kyler Murray wasted no time in finding him last week and getting into the end zone.
You're right. And he's gonna be on Chance's team. So I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know how that goes for me. Y'all got any party booms or busted for everyone?
That's all I got for this week.
Yeah, that's all I got.
You got Waddle. What do you do with him?
Jalen Waddle, depending on your receiver situation, you play him. He gonna get volume. See what happens. What is your situation? Last week was what they said it was like the worst fantasy bye week because like probably the top go-getters had buys.
Yep.
So if your dudes is back, play your dudes.
Facts. 100% on that one because everybody getting everybody back. There's only 2 people on bye week this week. Week 6 and 7 are the heaviest bye weeks. Usually 7 is always heavy. It's usually 7, 8, or 6. This year was 6 and 7. So it's week 8. Only 2 people on bye. People should be back. Again, I can't think of Waller's a tight end. Baltimore's weapons are tight end. So again, I don't think a lot of people are missing receivers. So
tell your people now. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, you ain't watching us, and you're 2 and 5, you better start watching this and you better start paying attention. Because you might be at the playoffs. I don't know if you're playing in your league and you're paying, but if you're paying, you want to pay attention to what we're saying because you're going to lose and you're not going to be getting that money. So pay attention. Like this, subscribe, comment, share with your people that need help. Don't be that guy that wants your man to go down. You know what I'm saying? Help him out a little bit. Let him see something. But we here. We here. Help a friend.
Season started today. I'm in.
So now the bridge is over. I'm watching all these cobras rubbing shoulders, envy, and we getting paper just like Oprah. I'm laughing to the bank.